Hello. We are on episode 13, and basically, we are at a point now where we're doing some like late stage tracking. Um, let's open up the project here and see what we're working with. So we have pretty much the whole thing filled out. We still are going to do some like minor details, and I wanted to add a little bit to the second time the bridge comes in. Maybe I don't know. Generally, bridge is only once, but it's not really pre-chorus. It's not really anything else. It's a separate section that jumps in, and there's kind of like a verse chorus thing, but it's the same part. I might be able to like catalog the sections a little better, but we're calling it the second bridge. So let's go ahead and give it a listen. We'll see where we're at, and we'll kind of go from there. Oh, I think I'm gonna retract the bass too. I'm thinking of some sort of impact that's going to have a little high end, so it goes like, psh, and it just gives a good way into that bridge. That doesn't feel too jarring. Whoa, that's a crazy one. Using more sound effect. Let's go down. All right, that's a good contender. Jeez, let's take the volume down just a little bit. We're peaking this thing out every time. Wow, that is an interesting one. I like the lingering of that. Let's see. So if I were to set that up right there. Wow, that's awful quiet. Let me try it on a different one, just see if the fader percent. Let's grab a riser. Almost like something like that. I just want to like split the difference on that. He's being a pain in the butt. Let's go take this and we'll flag it at the very end. Sure this is supposed to be doing now. Take it out. Okay, so this bridge, I had it as like add in acoustic layers. So let's go ahead and grab the guitar. And I might need to do some mic repositioning, just FYI. But let's just try to remember what the parts are exactly. I think it was something along those. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move the mic. Just a heads up. Fair warning. And we're going to flip this because we want it to be. I guess we kind of want it like that. Oh boy, here I go. Messing this whole thing up again. I think we wanted something along the lines of this. That way we can get it. Let's see. And we're getting a nice clean signal from that one. So I'm going to say we're in good hands. So let's go. For a guitar 1. Let's grab the mixer. And we'll just throw a tuner on there. Alright, prepare for the stupid, I don't know, the latency with the mic here. Just be aware. Get that metronome going, and I'm thinking we'll just play it from the start and go ahead and cut it or fade it where we need it. no, the one dead note on this guitar. Dang, that's a bummer. Oh man, I don't think I can even fake that. Dang it. Wow. That's a dead note in the water. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do with that one. Wow, I literally have one dead note on this guitar, and I said, when will I ever hit the frickin' 15th fret of the E string? Today. That's when. Okay. So we're going to do it a little differently then. We're going to go ahead and record the Nashville guitar on the outside with one part, and we'll do the inside as the other part. And that might keep us going here. What a bummer. I could be a little quicker than that. I didn't like the start of that one. I had that last one, but I have a cut on my finger, and I got right in the right spot. Play through the pain. My timing's slipping now. I feel like I killed the notes on that one. I'll let them ring. that's going to be a little more in tune overall for this riff. Intonation so bad on this one, the note's dead on the other. Let's listen to that one back. Okay, well, I hear what we're working with. And it's not that bad. I think it's passable. Let's see. This would actually go up to the Nashville one. Alright. Let's record this again. We'll go to the other Nashville guitar. And let's try it one more time. I might need a little more time than that to prepare. Let's go ahead and give it a save. Let's get a little cleaner. close. At the very end, I flubbed it. I wasn't happy with that one anyways. See. Let me listen to that one back. Timing's a little rough. We're gonna go ahead and do it again. Delete that. What? Cut out that last note because we don't need it. We don't need it. Hopefully it doesn't ring. Okay. just for a moment, I'm going to go ahead and put it on a hold screen so I get my mic back in place, and then we'll just continue from there. So give me uno momento, por favor. We are back. There is nothing more certain than me forgetting exactly how I got the mic position the way it was. So it did take a little longer than I thought. But we are good to roll, and we still need a guitar solo for this dang thing. We have a solo here over the chorus, and the bridge comes in, and it's going to do a little bit of a solo here. And then we need some riff over this part. And we really don't have anything prepared for this. We don't know where we're going, but we know we will have a guitar. Something I was considering was like some sort of arpeggio maybe, and then the solo like really goes on the arpeggio heavy. So like, let's see. All right, got a good old guitar plug-in. And what would the last one be? C? And let's go ahead and get our little string cloth here because we're not going to use an open notes. We don't need them. I'm thinking something like that. And we can't cheat here. We can't turn down the rate. No one will know. So we're thinking. That's kind of what we're working with on this one. So let's go to the solo guitar. Let's go ahead and put a tuner on it. Every string is sharp. Dang. A little too close to the sun on that one. Let's just try to track that. Alright, we're getting an idea. We don't need to go too far into the weeds on this one yet. Well, first I gotta be able to play the part. That would help. And on time. I gotta play the parts and on time. Alright. Oh my gosh, I swear I played it. Oh my goodness, it shouldn't be that hard. I didn't even think this is the part that would need to be slowed down, but let's just give it a shot. Let's go to 85. Make sure we're preserving the pitch, so I don't want... Remember to slide in slow too. And accurately and on time. Got my finger again. Whack. Alright, well, first note's already wrong. Off, I should say. Wow, I don't know if I like that. I don't know. Let's try it again. And I slid off again. I gotta stop doing that. Alright, let's turn it down to this one again. And for my next trick, let's go ahead. Well, I need the guitar rig on it anyways. So let's see what we can do with this. Let's try it. Let's pull up that tuner real quick. Let's just see. What about this? Yeah, that's ugly. But we knew it. We knew it was ugly. We heard it. like my palm is pushing the strings too hard too. Close. Oof, I got a little woof on the end. Alright, I'll count it. I'll count it. Put it back up to speed. Yeah, I don't like the staccato. Oops. My bad. Let's see. Let's just hear how it sounds in the beginning. Let's give it a shot. Maybe I'm just not playing it fluid enough. We'll call it that. Alright, slowing it down, see if we can double it up to make it more fun. Well, let's give me a little bit more of a time to get adjusted there. I wasn't playing it that slow, there's no way. Try to play normal. Now I can't even do normal. See about that. Alright. We're gonna give it a shot. Oh, I already gave it a shot. Let me try to delete this and get it another shot. Nope, wasn't ready for that one. That was too fast. we won't mess around with it that hard. Let's just get back to the basics. I had to figure out what I did for the last part. Alright, that's what we did. And then for the last... That's definitely not where I want to start. I just want to see if I can remember how exactly it went. Noble effort. Dang. Perfect. Not really. So I think I'm getting that first riff right, but that one I'm flubbing. All right, we're slowing it down. All right. All right, let's get these riffs right. All right, this one's the one. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's the next one. That's the one I was just feeling. I'm feeling it coming up. Let's do it again. Close. I was very close. You know what? Wow, now I can't get it right. Maybe something like that. That might be cool. something like that. All right. Something like that. Nope. No, it just isn't. No, I'm gonna take it back. Something like that, maybe? That was bad. Let's try one more time. Cuts on my fingers are driving me crazy. That's closer to the effect that I think I want. Let's see. All right. What a journey. Whoo. We'll call it that. We'll call it a journey. It wasn't a nightmare. I'm still not completely sold on the parts, but they will do until I decide that there's something better that I come up with. So we're going to go ahead and just run it as is, and we'll see if there's anything glaringly awful I just cannot stand, man. But yeah, like as far as like the guitar tone on the lead, I'm not really super sold on it, but I think there's a lot of like effect that like delay could do, just other little things just to kind of build it up into something a little bigger than what it is. Also, like that synth, can you even hear the synth in the background? So the synth can come out a lot. All right, let's take it from the top. Yeah, every note of that will be quantized. This would be the fade out. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. I think the beginning of this needs to change. I think it needs to be like a ding 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 ding. Something more like that. Something a little more building. Synth can go a little bit back into hiding. The solo guitars got brought down. What's our run time? About an hour and a half. Well, the next step of this is going to be to quantize the solo guitar stuff. That's going to be the next part of this. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to do that right now. Screw it. We'll do it now. But I will go to the bathroom. And then I'll be back. So I'm going to put the whole screen on, just like when I adjusted the mic. I'll be back in 2 minutes or less. All right, here we go. And we are back. Let's go ahead and start quantizing. Looks like it starts the verse. Let's just break this thing in. And I never really know what to say. Get rid of that track. Well, I'm doing this kind of stuff because it is profoundly boring. It is not what people generally like to do. No one's like, oh man, this is going to be a blast. I got stuff to quantize. But hopefully it makes a nice big difference for us. So let's just start with this. So we'll go solo guitar left, solo guitar right. And we'll start with the left. So first thing to recognize. So I think this is all the slide. I think it kicks in after that. But let's just start off by separating notes. There is automation that exists to every time these little peaks, it takes that as a note and it quantizes it. But I've never done it. It always has worked by hand. So I've never gone and explored much further than that. Which may be a mistake. Because this may be the perfect time to whip that out. And it would save me 30 minutes. But not just 30 minutes, 30 minutes of my life. Which is a commodity they're not making more of. So, not a bad one to get involved with. But the day is not today. Something like that. I really don't want to affect the attack of that one too bad. And there we are. Got it all chopped up for this section. Let's see what we could do. Let's see how bad we butcher it. Let's give it a quick save. All right. I almost wish I had a MIDI just to be like, okay, here's what it's supposed to be. That would be crazy to write out the MIDI just to use it to help quantize, right? That would be nuts. And everyone will be like, wow, you did such a good job practicing all that time to be able to play perfectly. And you go, no, I've just practiced moving sound waves around on a grid until it sounds like I'm perfect. That's much less exciting. Let's see. Sick. Wow, we love that. We love that thing you did. Can you play of ours live? And I go, sloppily. I can sloppily play for you live. I am definitely a utilitarian kind of guitar player. I am not solo friendly. That is not my main gig. It's my main squeeze. It's always been more of a support role. Bass is my primary, and it was a lot of learning what you can do to help and what you can do to help. If that makes any sense? Alright, that one looks pretty much on the dot. Let's listen back. All will be rectified. That is going to be a pain in the ass. Let's just see what we're looking at here. Wow, what a transition into that one. Dang. You know how crystals form in mountains over thousands of years? Millions of years? They get these unique shapes that only exist for a certain family of crystal. I feel like the same exists for these things. It's like you see that one earlier. It's like, how does that happen? What the heck? That is a wild little anomaly. I don't know. I mean, you can listen to it. It doesn't sound impressive. It doesn't sound like some other world. But it has this crazy shape. I might have shaved a little bit too much off, something like that. Who knows? Yeah, we're getting got a little close in some of these, but it's a much faster section, so I imagined it would have a little bit heavier cuts to it. Oof, I don't know if I can hurt it that much. Always back this one up just a little bit, since we are going microscopic with it. Just preserve the peak on that, so we can compress it down later. You know the drill. Do it in a controlled environment. That's why we compress it later. This is just every now and then I hit a little too hard. Go right there. Oh my This is a lot of notes. Holy crap. Let's see. Might be a little too close on that one. Looking a little too far into it. Holy smokes. Behold, I fear no mundane anything. After this, I feel nothing at all. This is crazy how many notes we're doing. And to know that we're going to do the exact same thing on the track beneath it. This is why it pays to practice. Because you don't have to sit here and do this to make it sound, you know, half decent. Oh boy. Might be getting a little compression on a couple of these, which is not my intention, but something we're going to have to live with. If they make an audible problem, then it will be resolved. But if not, I'm home free. I think that's fun. Fun. Alright, let's see. Where are we? We're almost done. We're right there. I could see the finish line. Brutal. Can't see it against the color, I think. Let's go. Wow, it's that bad? That's crazy. Dang, I still can't see it very well. I could pick a new color. Let's go just a little lighter, maybe? I think that would let the lines through, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why it's like this. can always tell where you left off, that's for sure. I can't believe I am going through all of this, so much stupid information. Oh my gosh, here we go. There's another one. There's another one. Somehow I remembered how to play guitar in the middle of this. Some of these cuts are just brutal on these things too. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is not very entertaining. I already know. But dang, it sounds good when you get it right. So, we're gonna keep trucking. I can almost listen to other music while I sit here and do this. Like that's how boring this is. This is... I'm getting there. Looks good. There we go. There's another. Oh yeah. This is how we do it. Yeah. This is how we do it. This just goes on 4 days. 4 days. Yeah, there's not a lot of pop to this one, so we're gonna treat it the way it deserves. And line it up. Come on down. The sound is right. Oh my goodness. It's just an onslaught. Okay. Now we're here. Man, I'm bad at guitar sometimes. It's not that bad, but I wish I played like a metronome. Now it's like mechanically correct. That'd be sick. I'm not there yet. Not there yet. So until then, I have to do this. All in the pursuit of the best possible sound. Sound looks a little sensitive. So actually a pretty good little crash right there. I like that. I'll take it. I won't tell you no. Alright, we'll get that one just right. That one landed like really cool. The other one was solid. Man. What fun. That's okay. I'm just complaining. I'm just whining. It's really not a big deal. You can just sit here and just do other stuff. Woo! Oh my god. I can't, like, I don't know. Go to the zoo. I'm gonna buy a monkey. You buy monkeys at the zoo. I'm gonna teach it to do this. That way, I never have to do it again. Pay no attention to the monkey behind the curtain. I could do it live. Just have the monkey work really fast. I don't think it works like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad we're towards the end. It just feels like it's taken forever. The other one doesn't sound that bad, but that's not as surprising just because it is the one from the slowed down version, it looks like. So that one is really not hitting me too hard. The ending riff, that one was definitely a little messed up. There definitely was a little bit of timing, but I didn't hate it. Nah, it's in front of the beat a lot too. That one's quite a bit. But like these are much more on the dot. So let's fix that part. We don't have to go too crazy. Really bad in that little pocket there. Do yourself a favor. Let's try it now. Okay, and let's just play it from the beginning, and we will keep an eye on it. I'm trying to get away with it, but I won't let myself. There are still some errors. There are still some parts that are a little bit further off than they should be. I don't mind a little humanism. When I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, these are 16th notes, and I'm pushing half a 16th note. I'm a 32nd note, lag in front or behind on it. Like that. That will not stand, man. Alright. Choke this back. Stick that right there. Something like that. See, like that one nailed it. Can't even be mad at that one. That one. That one. Dag nad habit. It had it. Alright. Go. Oof, that's going to be a rough one to tear up. Let's start here. Yeah. These are pretty far from where they're supposed to be. Boom. Right there. Ooh, man. Yikes. That's true. We will be cutting that one anyways. Let me actually do it the right way. Let me take this and we'll snip it right there. Right. Let's go look for something like there. Get that blend and make it right. Another thing I've done in the past is actually stretch the amount of time. So if I need to make something a little longer, maybe I slow it down just a hair. I've done tricks like that, but I think for this, I think this is going to sound perfectly natural. It might be a little robotically on time, but I'm hoping the nuance in the waveform and the way that it was hit, since they're all individual strikes, like there's no copy pasta. I'm hoping all that gives enough where it sonically stands out from each other and doesn't like have like phase issues or anything. I also switched the pickup on the guitar, so there's a higher, like more jangly trebly one, and that one is going to be the bridge. And then the other one, I just clicked it on to the bridge in the middle, just to give it a little more girth, and just to cause a little bit of just a different timbre in it, just something new, something that's not what it was already, you know. I feel like I think it's fine. That one's pretty close too. Here we go again. Oh, nope. But we can bring this back. Mike, brother, give it a break. That's pretty dang close. I'm leaving it. Come back for it if you want it, because I am leaving it right there. Oops. My bad. Stick that one right there. I'm afraid to do a progress check. What if it sucks? What if it sucks? Yeah. It ain't great. It ain't great. But a lot of these are closer on time. It's not been very hard to see where they're supposed to go. That is a bless, because we like them to be where they're supposed to go. Where did I lose you? Okay. Okay, and that's the part that I just did. So now we'll go ahead and dang, like that one. That's true mechanical, dude. It's like I was made in a robot factory. Made in a robot factory, dude. Oh my goodness. It's so much more fun to play than it is to quantize a solo by hand. MIDI is also pretty fun to play versus quantizing by hand. But, you know, I feel like you do a little different things depending on what you're playing on. So if you're using a real guitar, I feel like some of the shapes and the decisions you make are really based off the fact that your intuition with the instrument. Whereas when you're programming with MIDI, maybe it's a little different. And then there's also instead of shapes, you're really doing like distances, just because it's all translating through a piano or a piano roll at minimum. So it kind of is a different way to look at it, a different way to think about it. Oh my goodness. Alright. And the thing is, I'm just like addicted to it. I won't stop. I can't stop. Man, is that working? Ooh. Some of these are a little easier to spot. All right then. so these are pretty much on the dot until there. Man, it's killing my eyes. Just staring intently at a computer screen. We all should know better than to stare into a dang flashlight. But we look at our TVs and our phones and stare into those suckers for hours. That's kind of funny. That one never got cut. Pretty close too. All right. That one's fine. This one honestly looks fine. I'm leaving it. All right. Here's one that's terribly wrong. Yeah, we're back. We're back to fixing it. Thought we ran out of mistakes? Not in this lifetime. Let's cut this one like that. Open it real close. Let's make sure that one's landing okay. So it looks just fine. Looks fine, looks fine. There we go. That was broken. Whoa. Let's bring it out there. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let's figure you out. There we go. We are absolutely crushing it right now. No, I don't know. I don't know. I can't say that for sure. I'm just messing. I'm just joshing. That might be a little better. Oh my goodness. That'll work. That'll work. Here we are. Okay. Oh, this better be worth it. I'm spending all this dang time. Let's see. Let me. What are you thinking over there? What are you trying to do? What you thinking about? Alright. Here we go. Man, I almost talked myself out of doing this too. I almost was like, oh, you know, the first one's good, so like, no, the second one, that would be too robotic. And then I heard one little error, looked in deeper, I saw it off time. I was like, oh, but I played this one on slow-mo, so it's way close. It is a little closer, but it still has its moments. Still has its moments. Oh, we're close. We're close. We're right there. Oh. Oh my God. That was very long. That was not quick. So the right guitar is unquantized for this section. Okay. Okay. Let's do a quick camera check. Camera is rolling. Awesome. Now let's go back and let's run it from the top. I'll put on the video. So what is the chords here? E, G, I really don't mind that though, so I think we're gonna put it on. Just something to add to it. The second chorus have a little something that the first doesn't. That's all that really is. You know what, and I'm actually really going to play this, so I'm going to try to be in front of it. That way I can land in. Let me actually snap. That way I can try to land it on there. doing single notes as well. Let's listen. Let me listen. It's cool if I wrapped it once, but I don't think it's gonna work here. Nah, let's try again. Was not in love with that, but I'm going for that kind of thing. Yeah, we're running one more time. Forget this. We're just gonna go and just added a straight MIDI because I'm fighting this thing and I'm still not getting the result that I really was hoping for. So we're gonna try something different. Hello. Oh, that's why. Just like that. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. thinking auxiliary percussion? Are we thinking? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I would want to do there. I could definitely have the auxiliary percussion come out more, and then do something that would bring more to the bridge. Oh no, not really. It has to be on the bridge that goes into the next chorus, so that would be appropriate. Almost 3 hours now. That was crazy. It's like, might as well be time travel. And you got one problem there. Tell me what you think the problem is. Can I please get... Oh, no. Oh, man, not. I was trying to open up the MIDI screen for this. That's how MIDI prone I am. And we're not done quantizing. That's what I'm learning here. Is you can't even trust these things. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright. Just when you think you're done, you hear another goofy wrong note. Oops. You hear another goofy wrong note. These are slower notes, so it might even be more noticeable. There's something missing. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Pretty on, pretty on. I probably already did these. All right. I may not even do the bass, or I might come back to it once I'm doing more of the effects chain stuff and just punch in a brand new one. But I think we're pretty much through the tracking. All right, one more time from the top. We are putting this here on that chorus. My bad. We are going to put this on this chorus. Okay, but if we are going to continue using this, we definitely need to fix something. It is coming in funky. I think it's the shape, maybe? We just crossed three hours. Alright, this is not what I intended. We are for real gonna do one final listen. And then we'll pick it up again tomorrow. What is this? Go away, dude. I don't even know what this is. MSN? What the hell just invaded my screen there? That was the weather thing in the corner? That's what it was? I didn't know what to do with that. That was weird. Okay. Thanks. Weird weather app in the corner of my screen. Never seen that before in my life. I didn't like that. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. It's too fast. Okay, we got it. That was progress. I really had genuinely no idea what we're gonna do for that solo. So I'm glad we got that wrapped. Other than that, excuse me. Other than that, the quantizing took up most of our time today, but it is a necessary evil. And I think next time we're gonna do some more tone stuff, which that's a little more fun. That's a little more artisty taste. Like it's less scientific. It's less measuring and dropping things in place. It's much. I don't know. It's still a little bit sciencey, but it's more on par with something that would be fun to watch instead of something that I wish I could just snap my fingers and was done. But appreciate you for making it here. If you've seen this far, this is quite the catalog I've put together on episode 13 and probably 30 hours. I don't know. I have a couple long ones on there for sure. But I appreciate anyone watching this far. If this is on YouTube, then like and subscribe. That would be appreciated. I don't think anyone watches anything so far. I think it's all just me talking to myself in a room with mood lights. But I've had a good time with this so far. This song's been a fun one. This is one that I don't want to say I put it off, but I wasn't super sure what I was going to do about it. And I'm really happy with that acoustic thing, that acoustic guitar part. That's such a neat thing. I'm really glad to be able to end it off. So cool. I like that. And that Nashville tuning almost comes off as like a mandolin or something. It's kind of a neat tonality. So I've been happy with that as well. But I'll catch you guys on the next one tomorrow around the same time. We'll probably be doing the same thing. So until then, peace.